talk into their time, interest, and energy field, right? To make it work for them in the way that they're wanting it. If they don't want it, you don't give it to them. Well, they don't want it, so why would you give it to them? For a lot of us, we want to just give it to people, man. Some of us want to just take it away. Other of us are just observing and watching it. It's a play. But plays can be good because if you play right, you can have a lot of fun. And there's something that's enduring, that's educational and also enlightening. And this refinement of this ultra being then becomes a generator for others as a pathway, you could say, to sort of find that middle ground, be a bit more mindful or enabling of this UBE3 construct, which is in the other talks. UBE3 stands for ultra being. UBE3 is taking it to that third level, right? Ultra being, excellent example of enlightenment as you know it to be, as you experience it, and in that way examine it perhaps, because it's experimental and experiential. This kind of delivery is excellent because people love being around you. You give them sort of just what they want, which is the attention perhaps, or just that vibe that's kind of uplifting. And you're not having to do anything. It's just a matter of being. UBE3. Ultra being, an excellent example of enlightenment. So to me, this is sort of the antidote of the mass trance, where we begin to wake up a bit and sort of self-realize ourselves in the way that we're expressing and creating, or at least contributing to the moment, in the way that we're ultra being present. So this gift to you is sort of like this way of coming on to you or wanting to reconnect. There's something significant, and to me it's beautiful because, wow, what else could be asked? And if there is something better or a way to refine it even more, I'm so open to it. There's no ego signature or anything attached to it other than wanting to be pristine. What is love? What is enlightenment? People want to have this experience of sort of the ultimate. Well, what is it for you? Heaven? Just sort of an awakening? So just an appreciation? Well, how can we exalt those things that become more the habit? And so it could say a proper whole brain patterning. It's holistic, right? And it's healthy, going towards the betterment without having to force it upon people or to make them wrong or to make things sort of icky or adding weight to where we want to sort of lose it. There's tremendous freedom in just being, as Guy Finley would say, letting go. Just letting it go. Start fresh in the moment, and all the opportunities are present. It's not to say that many of us are challenged dealing with certain situations, things that maybe have gone wrong in the past that you want to correct or are still affected by. And you have to commit appreciation that you've gotten this far to this point in this dimension of time. So there can be a renewal within spirit and just sort of the opportunity for you to really be of service and contribute to a level that's just unfathomable before this, given the opportunity of this challenge that you now have. It's a whole different take on it. And in this way, it's a whole other level. And understanding this in this bi-deck realm puts it all together because it's a bit more awareness of my thoughts, where I'm directing my attention, and these outcomes. And the clarity is really freedom-oriented too, because I'm not having to second-guess you. You're able to speak really in a way that's just sort of like, I get it, I get you. And if there needs to be some additional clarity I added to it, I'm open to it, because I want to know. I myself want to be better. And this idea to achieve freedom in this way, self-liberation, ultra being an excellent example of enlightenment, seems to be the way. And it's open to refinement and interpretation for you to make it work. So I hope you'll find some of these ideas enchanting and enlightening for you. Sort of my pleasure to offer these insights because I learned myself, right? And I want to be a contributor to higher consciousness. That's sort of what I came to this life to be. At a very young age, I had some awareness of this. I'd stay from 9 on, 7 even. I remember running into the forest, waiting for the burning bush to occur. It's like, hey, I'm here. But then I did see sort of a meteor fly across the sky that was confirmation enough. So by the time I was 13, I was really kind of actively pursuing esoteric wisdom And not to say that I've got any. I'm curious. I'm very interested in this work. And maybe I have something to sort of offer that becomes food for thought. The idea of self-liberation. Before we want to change everybody else, let's work on ourselves first and just sort of, in this dimension, we can be a cosmic community. And this quality of conversation is conscious. What am I thinking? What am I saying and talking about? What am I actualizing? What's my act? How am I here and now for you? UBE3, Ultra Being, an excellent example of enlightenment. You've listened to Mike'sMastermind.com, GrandTourIdeas.com, MassTrance.com. Yeah, you can get other things about the Bi-Deck and other points of interest in here, plus the iGo, all at Mike'sMastermind.com and GrandTourIdeas.com. Talking fast, but I'm saying goodbye. Love you. Hope you got something here you can talk to other people about. Point into our direction. Let's make it happen. Love you. A high-quality relationship is what I want to make happen. Thank you.